How does Mary Kay ensure product safety? At Mary Kay, nothing is more important than product safety because your safety is our highest priority. Every year, we spend millions of dollars and conduct hundreds of thousands of tests, many conducted with impartial dermatologists, ophthalmologists, and other medical experts to ensure the safety, quality, and effectiveness of the products you use. Mary Kay meets or exceeds each market's regulatory requirements where our products are sold. For more information, please visit Product Central on Mary Kay InTouch.
And just like that, here we are. I am so excited about our party tonight. And I want to thank everyone who is watching this in the future, people who are watching it on YouTube. Thank you so much. I know we have our guests in the house tonight. We have new consultants that are training, but thank you for watching this video and for tuning in tonight to have some skincare elevation with us. So I am Laura Santos. I have been building my business with Mary Kay going on 35 years. That sounds so long when I say it. And I absolutely love the Mary Kay brand. I love what this company stands for. I love the products that we sell. And it's just my privilege to stand in for the company, to share the Mary Kay opportunity and the Mary Kay products with others. And I'm so excited to share about the skincare with you tonight. Now, since we're recording tonight, what I am going to do, I have told all the guests and the consultants that are hopping in here that they can stay off camera. I love to see y'all. I can see you if you want to be on camera, so I can see you enjoying your products. I love that. But if you do unmute yourself and you talk, then the camera will swivel to you, and I am recording because this is going to be going up to our YouTube channel to use as training. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for giving our brand a look. And we are going to dive right in. So I am going to start a little bit by sharing a little bit about what Mary Kay has to offer to you, because our brand is a little bit different than other brands. And we have things available that not everyone has. So you can see here on my screen, this is our Pride Points in Mary Kay. And isn't it interesting to learn that we have more than 1,600 global patents? A lot of people don't know that about us. We're pretty proud of that. Mary Kay is one of the few companies that not only manufactures its own products and distributes them, but has our own R&D. We do everything from the very beginning to grabbing the ingredients to putting that product on your shelf. They are 100% in control of their quality, and that is unique in today's market. Most cosmetic companies are using a different manufacturing facility. They're doing their stuff, but they're not in control of the entire process. They would tell a manufacturing facility what they want in that product, and not us. We have our own facility. It's called R3. It is in Addison, Texas, I believe. It's near Dallas. And there's all those tiny little towns near Dallas, but it is so interesting to go and take a tour of that place. It is very impressive. But for me, the most impressive thing about that manufacturing facility isn't just the amazingness of it. It's that it has zero landfill status. I don't know about you, but to me, it matters when a company cares about the environment, and ours does. And that's just unique in manufacturing. Zero landfill status at a manufacturing facility. Are you kidding me? It's just amazing. The other thing I want you to see on here, because there's tons of Pride Points, y'all can look at them, read them, see what really hits your heart button. I absolutely love that we have the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. But before Mary Kay got it, I didn't even know what it was. And so I have a question for you. Have you ever had a friend, you saw this movie that was coming out, and somebody, you watch a review. I'm going to get my words out. I haven't had enough coffee today. But you see a review about the movie and it got a thumbs up and you're like, oh, maybe I'll go watch that. But then you have a friend that comes along and says, girl, I went to go see that movie. It is not worth your 10, 15, $20 to go see that movie. I just wait on video or just not even see it because it was this, and this, and I don't think you're going to like it. Who are you going to listen to? You're going to listen to the reviewer that gave it a thumbs up, or you're going to listen to your friend? You're going to listen to the friend, right? Me too. And that's what Mary Kay's Good Housekeeping Seal is. It's a friend that is telling people that our products do what we say they do because Good Housekeeping tested them too. And I hope it's interesting for you to learn that Mary Kay has a 100% satisfaction guarantee anyway. So if you try some products and you fall in love, our job, my thing here is to never make someone feel obligated or pressured to purchase our products. I want you to know with confidence that my job is to help you have the right products for you. And Mary Kay has both of our backs. So they've got your back and they've got my back. They are going to exchange products because I know from almost 35 years of experience that not every product works for everyone the first time. And so isn't it reassuring to learn that we have that 100% guarantee? So if you get something, you're like, oh, this isn't what I expected. This isn't doing what I want. We can exchange it at no charge to either of us. Mary Kay has my back. They'll replace that product for me. They have your back. They'll replace that product for you through me. So as an independent beauty consultant, that's my job, is to make sure you're happy with your products, that what you have is working for you. And for that reason, I usually do 2 initial appointments with my customers. Today is to introduce you to our brand. I'm going to show you all the different skincare options that we have. And if you're like, okay, that one sounds like the one that's going to work for me, then of course we'll work it out. And we'll get you a custom design set that's going to work exactly for you and meet your needs. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to check in together. We'll tag team again. We'll see what's working, what's not working. Is there anything we need to exchange? Is there something that's not working as expected? Is everything great and everyone's giving you compliments, which is my personal favorite thing to hear. And that's actually my experience for most of my customers. But we're going to make sure it is right. Isn't that good to know? So that's about all I want to say about that. Now, if you are watching this and you've got your package of things, what you need with you are your skincare samples. You'll probably have a sample that looks like this. That's our TimeWise skincare. Or you have one that looks like this. That's our TimeWise repair skincare. Or maybe you have one that looks like this. That's our Mary Kay skincare. And you may have on a sample that looks like that. That's our microdermabrasion. Mary Kay has stopped producing those for us, so I stockpiled a bunch because it's one of my favorite samples. And you may have a sample that looks like this product. That's our charcoal mask. And so we're going to dive into those. And as I go through these, I want you to enjoy them, experience them, have a wonderful experience in your bathroom, and just enjoy what we are doing today. So is there anything else I wanted to show you guys before we move on? Nope, those are for later. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start. One more thing. I almost forgot your hashtag party board. This is a fun game that I play in my virtual parties to help you kind of engage and have fun and have a reason to get back in touch with me as soon as the party is over. So what you're going to do is put your name here, and the hostess name, that would be you if you want to come back and do another party and bring some friends with you. So for right now, that would be if you don't have, if you're not in a party with a hostess, you would just put your beauty consultant's name there. So, if you're my person, you'd put Laura Santos. And then your job as I go through is to get your pen and to fill up all of these hashtag marks, all these little spaces, there's 9 spaces, with products that you're interested in. Oh, that sounds compelling. I don't want to forget about that, and write it down. That way you remember the products you're interested in. And at the end, there's a little quiz at the bottom. Don't worry, it's an easy quiz. You're going to circle things, snap a photo of that, and text it or send it via messenger to me or whoever your independent beauty consultant is. And she is going to have an extra, yes, I said extra, gift for you. I don't know about you, but if it's free, it's for me. I want my gift. So absolutely send that to me, and we will get it going on. All right. I think that's all the housekeeping that I want to share with you. 100% guarantee. We will see you for another appointment to make sure everything works. It's not just, oh, good. here's your product and good luck. No, 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 no. That's not how we work. We work with our customers to make sure that you are good to go. All right, well, we're getting ready to get started. So we're going to start with some cleanser. So here's the question that I like to ask everyone. How much of your aging process, percentage-wise, comes from the natural aging process? Does anybody know? It shocked me to find out that it's only 20%. 20%. Are you kidding me? Where is the other 80% of my physical, visible aging come from? It's coming from the environment. It's coming from what we eat, what we do to ourselves, and how we take care of our skin. So what you do to your skin matters. How you treat it matters. It makes a big difference. Now, if you're watching this video and you're somebody that's like, girl, it's a little too late for me. No, 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 it's not. We have products now that can turn back the clock. There are excellent ingredients out there that help skin cell renewal. And so we can do some clock reversal. So if you're the girl that's like, girl, there's nothing gonna help me, then Time-Wise Repair is the sample you're going to be using tonight. Okay, this is our skincare to reverse the advanced signs of aging. If you're like, I really do want the best in skincare out there, I do want all the good age fighting, then what you're going to be using for tonight is the Time-Wise skincare. That's the one that's going to be for most people. It's our main skincare line. And I kind of mix and match products from this and the other two skincare lines that we're talking about tonight. And the other one is the Mary Kay skincare line. Now, this is for you if you're saying, you know what, I'm sensitive to everything bothers me. Or if you're like, I don't want to do all the age fighting stuff. I know age fighting comes with a price tag. I want good skincare hygiene and I want good products that work and that are guaranteed. Or if you're new and just starting out with skincare and you're a youngster, you're not ready for age fighting yet, then this is the skincare for you. So that's who all of our different skincare systems are for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my main focus is always the Time-Wise Miracle Set, because it's called the Miracle Set for a reason. And I'll also be talking about the Repair Set. But if you tend to have a drier skin type and you really do want to do more things like lifting, tightening, toning, then you may want to consider the Time-Wise Repair as your skincare option. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to talk, really, really simply. For skincare, for good skincare, it's just twice a day. Couple of minutes in the morning, couple of minutes at night, taking good care of your skin, and it makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference. I don't know. I know that when I'm doing videos, it does have some kind of AI stuff in there, but I will be 54 tomorrow as of this video taping because my birthday's tomorrow. Yay. So anyhow, I want to give you the statistics on the Time-Wise skincare. So it's pretty impressive. So, thanks for the hearts, Kate. I appreciate that. All right. So after 4 weeks of using the Time-Wise skincare, the main line that I was telling you about, morning and night, few minutes in the morning, few minutes at night, after 4 weeks of using it, using your routine, you're going to have fewer visible lines and wrinkles, increased skin firmness, improved radiance, added hydration, improved skin texture, that's the smoothness, and better overall appearance. And after 12 weeks, these are your statistics. 98% of our panelists had a 51% increase in skin firmness. Shut the front door. 51%? That's huge. That's half. That's more than half. Boop. It's just with the Time-Wise. That's not even with the Time-Wise Repair. That's just with the Time-Wise. All right. 98% of our panelists had a 37% improvement in the appearance of fine lines. That's great. That's almost 40% in the improvement of the visibility of the fine lines. And 78% of our panelists had a 20% improvement in the appearance of wrinkles. That's the deeper lines. And that's just with the Time-Wise. So what is the trifecta of awesome that is in this product? We have 3 ingredients that just make things importantly good. So the first one, is that even a thing? Okay. The first one is age-fighting peptides. The second one is encapsulated resveratrol. And the third one is vitamin B3. And I want to talk about encapsulated resveratrol for a minute, because that is what you're going to see when we get to the TimeWise Night repair. Those little beads in there are fresh resveratrol beads that are going to burst on your skin. Our resveratrol is derived from a product called Japanese knotweed. It is a very powerful antioxidant, and it is one of the herbs that put my Lyme disease into remission. And I'm here to tell you, I believe in that ingredient. And I cried when I found out Mary Kay was putting in our skincare because it saved my life. So when I tell you the ingredients in our skincare are amazing, I mean, they are amazing. I believe in the ingredients in our skincare. All right, so we're going to cleanse now. So grab your cleanser. You're going to use the TimeWise 4-in-1 cleanser or the Repair Voluform foaming cleanser. I want you to use that working up and out from your chin, up as young, down as old, and you know, going up, 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 up. You're going to use, I use the outer 3 fingers when I'm working on my face, because these fingers right here are stronger. That's where all of your muscles are. And so if you'll use those outer 3, you're going to pull and stretch the skin less when you do that. And every little thing we do counts. It's just like an elastic waistband. So anybody have an elastic waistband ever that gave out? I have. It's a terrible thing, right? And so we don't want to do that to our face. So pulling and stretching less is a good thing. So up as young, down as old, with your cleanser and all your skincare, except for on your nose, you go down. Of course, you don't want to get stuff up your nose. And this cleanser, the 4-in-1 cleanser, cleanses, exfoliates, tones, and brightens. It brightens the skin. So absolutely, you want to use your cleanser morning and night. Now, if you have a purple stripe at the top of your sample on the back, that's for combination to oily skin. It's going to lather. And if you don't, if you have a pink stripe like this, so this is what the purple stripe looks like, and that's the pink one. If you have the purple, that one's going to lather. If you have the pink one, it is not. It is going to feel nice and creamy, but you are going to feel a very gentle exfoliating bead in there. And that's to get that exfoliation going. Now, does anybody know why men have less wrinkles on their face from here down than women do as they age? It's a simple thing. They shave. Men that shave every single day, you'll notice that their skin looks younger. It's because they're exfoliating. Exfoliating is very important. And that's why it's in the TimeWise 4-in-1 cleansers as one of the 4 things it does. It exfoliates. So if you aren't using something that exfoliates, it does help with age fighting. Now, the TimeWise Repair cleanser, strangely, has no exfoliators in it. It's a foaming cleanser. And it doesn't tone, brighten, tighten, and all that stuff. It's a cleanser that's going to have the TimeWise Repair products in it. And it's a lovely, gentle cleanser. So take that cleanser off with a warm, wet cloth. You're going to do this morning and night. Now, in the morning, I'm busy. I'm grabbing the shower. I leave a cleanser in my shower, and I have one by my sink so that I don't have to go back and forth. And that's how I get my skincare routine done in the morning, because I'm busy and I'm dashing out the door just like everybody else that's working out there. And so go ahead and get that cleanser off. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to use the charcoal mask. Now, I did forget to tell y'all, don't take off your eye makeup with your cleanser. This is a Mary Kay product called Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover that I do want to show you because it's a fan favorite. And remember your hashtag party board, if you hear about any products that you are interested in, to write it on there so you don't forget. Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover is one of our best sellers. I have people who sell other brands who come to me to buy this particular product. They love it. This is, I don't know if you can see, I can't really get it to show in the video. You can kind of see where it's split right there, but you shake this, it mixes together, but it is oil-free. The ingredients in here melt off makeup. They just, even the waterproof, the hard to get off kind, like our eye makeup will not come off without it. So you would use that in your eye area to remove your eye makeup at night with a little cotton ball or cotton round, the recyclable ones. Okay. So we've got the cleanser off, we've cleansed, and we're going to use our charcoal mask. Now, the charcoal mask, I encourage everyone to use, we have these little spatulas. I think they're like 10 or 12 bucks, something like that. I love to put my masks on with these so that you can get it where you want it and you don't get the mask all over you. Because this charcoal mask, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it does get messy on your hands and then you have to rinse it off. So I would encourage you, if you're like, after you try this mask, you're like, oh girl, I got to have that. Make sure you get one of these little guys with it too. So the deep cleansing charcoal mask is actually in our clear proof line, but go ahead and apply that while I talk about it. And it has a kaolin clay base. And if you don't know what kaolin clay is, it's a kind of clay that's used a lot in cosmetics, especially in masks. And it is a very neutral clay that absorbs things. So it's known for absorbing excess oil. So it's not going to pull oil off your face if it's not excess. It has to be pooled in a pore to be pulled out. So when I use this mask, because I have large pores and I have a lot of oil, I'll have a polka dotted nose as it dries because it's pulling out all that excess oil. It's really cool. The other things that are cool about this is we have an ingredient here that's pretty unique to Mary Kay. We have navy bean extract, which is known to actually brighten the skin. And also in here, you'll notice it smells like peppermint patty. It smells so good. It's got some mint in it and some other lovely ingredients. Just make it feel like you are at the spa. It's real creamy. It's going to dry to a hard thing and your face will feel cracky, but it's not going to hurt. And when you take it off in about 10 minutes, you're going to use a warm, wet cloth and let it soak in. It'll be very, very soft. And then you can just gently remove that mask. So go ahead and put on that mask. While that mask is drying, I'm going to tell you about a few other products, and then I'm going to talk through the rest of the skincare. And you may not be ready to get your mask off by the time I start in on the skincare, but we'll see. So while the mask is drying, remember don't put this on your eyes. Go around your eyes, pretend like you've got my giant glasses on and go around that. And again, and don't put it on your lips. It's not designed for your lips. We do have a masking product for lips called Satin Lips. And if you're like me right now and your lips have been kind of fighting off the chapping because of the weather, oh my goodness, you got to have some Satin Lips. It is amazing. It's shea-based lip balm and a shea sugar scrub for your lips. And it is worth every penny for that stuff. It is amazing. Okay, so next, and I do have it right here. I guess I can show it to you. It's right here in my little trusty thing. This is our Satin Lip set. So cute. Lip scrub, lip balm. Okay, so while that mask is drying, I'm going to tell you all about a few products that you can add into the basics of your skincare, because the skincare we're using tonight is, basically 4 basic things. You've got your cleanser, you've got a day cream, a night cream, and your moisturizer. So that's pretty simple. And if you're using Time Ways Repair, you've got the cleanser, you've got a serum, and you've got a day cream and a night cream. So it's either way you go, it's going to be 4 steps. And so I'm going to show y'all a couple of the other things that we have, because my job as a consultant is to help you find the things that fix the problems that you're wanting to fix with your skincare. Now, isn't it good to learn that Mary Kay products, even in the different skincare line, are formulated to work together? So like right now, you're using the Clear Proof mask. This is actually in our line for people with acne, but everyone can use this mask because there's no active over-the-counter drug ingredients in it. It's just put in that line because it's specifically helpful for people who have really clogged pores and bad things hiding under their skin. In fact, I've had breakout areas before, and when I use this mask, it'll turn this ashy white color on an area where you've got a breakout. It's pulling stuff out because it has activated charcoal in it. So, and that is a detoxifier kind of thing. So anyhow, we're going to let that mask do its job. And while it's doing its job, I'm going to talk about some other things. If you want to have a good exfoliator, remember I talked a minute ago about how men look younger from here down as they age because they shave every day, and we don't. So, well, actually some of us do as we age. And if you need that help with that dermaplaning type stuff, that's a different party, but I'm happy to help you with it. This is our microdermabrasion. Now, if you go into a spa or a doctor's office and say, look, I need some help, my skin surface isn't like it used to be, I'm getting some, wrinkles, I've got large pores, I've got dry skin, I've got oily skin, whatever you do, whatever bug you have, almost always they're going to say, well, the first thing we want to try is some microdermabrasion and see if that fixes the problem, because it takes off the top layers of the skin and helps it to renew, and then you get younger looking cells. The problem with that is expensive. It takes several sessions in order to see a result. And it can be a little painful because they use a product called aluminum dioxide crystals and basically sandblast off the top layers of your face. Well, when that first came out years and years ago, I was like, well, I want to try that because I had some acne scarring and I didn't want to go through the pain. And Mary Kay showed up with our version of microdermabrasion. I was so excited the year we launched this because I was looking into going to get some microdermabrasion. Our set retails, I want to say it's around $60. let's see, it's 58. It's 58 for both of them. You have a scrub, 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 and you rinse that off. And I tell my customers, you want to scrub it on a wet face. Mary Kay recommends it at night, but I don't have time to do it at night. I'm tired at night, so I do it in the morning. Just make sure you're using a good SPF 30 full spectrum sunscreen. If you're microderm, you're doing that in the morning. And I scrub until my skin says stop, and then I rinse it off. So you'll know when you need to stop. And so I love doing our microdermabrasion. What results did I see? Well, as I've gone on, through the years using this product, I've noticed that my makeup doesn't look right if I haven't done my microdermabrasion. I do it 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I didn't do it. Did I do it yesterday? I think I forgot to do it yesterday. And I put on my makeup this morning and it didn't go on real good. It was kind of clunky. And I was like, okay, I didn't do my microdermabrasion. I got to remember to do it tomorrow morning. So I'll be doing it in the morning. So, but you scrub, 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 take it off. And after you take that off, you put on the pore minimizer, because this actually has some replenishers in it that help to calm down any irritation that you might get from scrubbing. You don't want to over scrub. You just want to scrub effectively. And so don't scrub yourself to your bleed, just scrub until you're like, okay, that's enough. And then put on that pore minimizer, because it actually calms down irritation and minimizes the pores. And the pore minimizer is actually a product you can use every day if large pores are an issue on your bug list. So that product is called microdermabrasion, if you're putting that on your hashtag party board. Okay, next I want to tell you about retinol 0.3. Now this is one of my favorite products. The Clinical Solutions retinol that we have, I have my before and afters with it. It did a huge difference to my face. And this one, we reformulated it this year to make it easier to use and safer for daily use, because it was 0.5, now it's 0.3. And so if you ever go see my before and after, it'll say 0.5. They just calmed it down a little so that it wouldn't be as harsh for a phase in. So if you're like, I do want brightening, I do want tightening, I do want toning, I do want lifting, I do want my skin's surface to be smoother, then we may want to consider putting retinol in your skincare program as an addition. This retinol is vitamin A. It is, it's just a powerhouse. It gave me a tiny little facelift and resurfaced my face from a lot of scarring I had from some of the treatments I did when I was ill. And so I highly recommend that product. All right, the next one that I want to recommend is the Clinical Solutions Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. This is another product you can do. And all of these you would do after you cleanse your face or after you mask, and you do it before you moisturize, which is our next thing we're going to do after we get your mask off. So right by now, that mask is probably starting to feel like, Laura, are you going to stop talking soon? Yes, I will. And I'll tell you when it's time to take that mask off. Okay, so Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter is Mary Kay's answer to the injections. I can't say any brand names, but you know what I'm talking about, the B word, injections. This is our answer to it. This has natural ingredients in it that are known to relax the skin. You want to use it from the nose up, not the nose down, because it relaxes the skin. And this is our Aging Access, where we show aging. That's one of the products for Time Warriors Repair works on lifting this area. But that Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter actually has softened my 11s right here, my forehead wrinkles, and if you have the smile lines, it'll soften those as well. It's 76% as effective as putting an injection in your face. And there's no risk of actually damaging your muscles, which does happen. And I am very anti doing that, because I still have some muscles damaged from when I had Bell's palsy with my Lyme. And if you look really closely, you can tell when I'm talking that this part of my mouth does not move properly. So I'm not doing that with a product in my face. So Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter, lovely if you're looking for something to relax those lines. Works great. Use it morning and night. Takes 2 seconds. Goes on right before your moisturizer. A definite yes for me. And it doesn't cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I think the price point on that guy is I don't have my thing here. It's 60-ish, 70-ish, something like that. So, and it lasts a long time. I'm on my second tube. We've had it for a year, and I'm on my second tube, and I use it every day. So, all right, it's about time for us to get that mask off. So while you're getting that mask off, get your nice hot washcloth. Go ahead and put it on your face. And I'm going to tell you about one last product before we move back into our main skincare. And that is the Mary Kay Opportunity. I absolutely love what I do. And I have been with Mary Kay going on 35 years. When I started my business and was introduced to it, my mom had gotten into Mary Kay when I was a teenager because she needed an extra income as a single parent after my father died. And we needed some ways to get things at a wholesale cost because, we were living paycheck to paycheck, not paycheck to paycheck. A paycheck is where the month ends or the money ends and there's still months left. And so she needed something to help with that. So she had gotten into it and she kept telling me when I turned 18, Laura, I think you'd be great at this. I think you should do this. And I was like, no, Mom, I'm pre-law. I don't want to do that. It's not for me. I saw Mary Kay because our Mary Kay ladies, before she became a Mary Kay person, were beehive with this blue eyeshadow from like the 70s. And that was the image I had in my head. I was like, that's just not me. And I didn't want to be selling anything. I had sold, the only sales I had ever done was for fundraising, and I hated it. I hated the way it made me feel asking people for money, buy this cheese so I can go to Disneyland with the band. I hated it. I hated doing that. And I was like, I'm just not interested in selling, Mom. And then she talked me into going to a Mary Kay event. I'm going to pause here for dramatic effect. And I found something so much different than what I expected. I found professionalism. I found a career that I had no idea existed. I found a group of women that were happy, that were genuinely loving and happy and dripping in diamonds, which was weird. And there were so many pink cars and free cars that it was overwhelming looking at the parking lot at all the free cars. It was just, I was like, okay, what is with these people? Who are they? There were like 500 people at this fancy breakfast in Houston. And I was just like, I was really shocked that existed. I'd never heard of it. And so then they talked about how much money they were making that month. And anybody that was a sales director in the position I hold now stood up. And if they were making $1,000 a month, they stood up. And if 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, 4,000 a month, keep standing. And they started doing this count up. And they kept going. Now this is 1991. Okay. 4,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 6,000 a month, 7,000 a month, 8,000 a month. Now this did not include their personal sales of the product. This did not include any prizes or diamonds or any cars they'd earned from the company or these trips they were talking about that Mary Kay had given them. Talked about none of that. It was just their commission check from the company, their thank you check for building their team. They got up to 10,000 a month. They had my undivided attention. That's a lot of money. 11,000, 12,000. There were two women still standing, one at 12,000 a month and one at 14,000 a month. And at that point, they had my undivided attention. And I said, okay, maybe I can at least listen to hear about what this is about. Because that was 34 years ago. Those two women retired. One of them retired from Mary Kay at more than $500,000 a year for retirement that she did not pay into for 15 years. And the company gave her that money. And when she passed away, her family got the rest of it. We have unique things that aren't available in the real world. That's called the family security plan. And so I tell people about that because I don't know what walk of life, where you're coming from, what your situation is. I've never met anyone that says, no, I don't want an extra $100 to $1,000 a month. I don't know what to do with an extra 1,000 a month. What if you had an extra 1,000? Would it be helpful? If so, watch me. If you want some more info, we have that available online. We actually have a sharing thing on Thursday night. So it's right after this is over. And we would love to get more information to you and find out what you think and let you in on that part of who we are. I love what I do. I have had my career, earned 10 company cars, working on diamond ring number 20 this year. My customer base is awesome. I have amazing customers that I love, and hopefully they love me. And I love doing this, and I love helping women feel beautiful. So if you're interested in any of that, or you have some questions, or you're at least curious, let me know. I'll be happy to talk to you, or reach out to your independent beauty consultant if you're watching this video later. All right. So we got that mask off. Hopefully your face feels nice and clean. Now, one thing I usually do after I get off the mask is I'll take a toner to my face to get any residue. Another thing you can do is use the Mary Kay micellar water. This is an option for you. I used this week when it was so cold, and I didn't want to wait for the water to get hot in my bathroom one night. I just used my micellar water to cleanse my face. It doesn't hurt me every once in a while to not do my cleanser fully, but this is a really good cleanser that you don't have to rinse off your face for those times where you're in a rush, or if if you want to double cleanse, it's like sweeping before you mop. You can use that micellar, but I use that after a mask just to get some residue off. Okay, because you don't have to rinse it off. So the next thing we're going to do, if you're using Timewise Repair, you're going to use your lifting serum. I do recommend using that on the neck. And if you're looking for a cream specifically for your neck, you would want to use the lifting serum there. That's the best serum for this area of the skin that we have. It's very luxurious, very thick, and it works on lifting, tightening, and toning. That's its mission in life. And so you'll put that on. If you are using the Timewise skincare, you're going to use my favorite product, the Timewise Nighttime Recovery. This product is going to help the skin come to the surface faster. It's going to help your face to repair itself at night. Beauty rest is a real thing. And who knows why? Does anybody know why? Here's the reason why. It's because your skin repairs itself while you sleep. Our body repairs itself while we sleep. That's why we sleep so much when we're sick or we're ill. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay, so you're going to use that serum. 1 or 2 pumps is all you need for your whole face, and I also hit my neck with that one as well. All right, the last thing you're going to do is put on your antioxidant moisturizer, and all those Timewise products, the cleanser, the nighttime recovery, and the moisturizer you're using, all have that Timewise trifecta of ingredients. They all are designed to work together. They're going to give you those results we talked about at the beginning. And tomorrow morning, when you do this, you're going to use your cleanser, you're going to use your moisturizer, and instead of the night, because you're not going to use that in the morning, it's in the title, you're going to use the Daytime Defender SPF 30 over your moisturizer. You want to put your sunscreen over your moisturizer. And this is a chemical sunscreen. If you happen to have sensitivities to chemical sunscreens, let me know. We have a mineral one that is great, and we can substitute that for this. All right. The last thing I would encourage you to do before you go to bed is use an eye cream. I actually use both of these. So people ask me which one's better. I use the Timewise eye cream during the day because it has a lighter feel and it goes on better underneath my makeup. And at night, I use the Timewise Repair that's in if you're using the Timewise Repair sample that's in there, it's luxurious. It has an extra. It has this little ball and it is cold to the touch when you touch it. I love that. And it's the same thing they use on boxers in the boxing ring to deflate their eyes when they get hit. And that's your eye cream applicator. You just squirt it out and then you use that to rub in the eye cream on your eye with that nice cold applicator. Self-care at its best. And if you were using the Timewise skincare, the Timewise Repair, you would use the day cream during the day over the lifting serum and the night cream at night over the lifting serum. So I hope you've enjoyed your facial and finding out a little bit more about Mary Kay Skincare. What I am going to do is I'm going to share my screen and talk to you about how you can get started on your Mary Kay products if you fell in love with anything tonight. So I'm going to show you this. And this is our Mary Kay I Deserve It All specials. It shows how our products come. And I do want to show you my roll-up bag. Got it right here. And this is a free gift that we give to you with the purchase of any 4 or more sets. You get this for free. And I love it. It rolls out. I use it every time I travel because the pockets inside Velcro off and you can arrange them in your luggage. This thing that holds it up lays flat in your luggage. And when you get to your destination, it hangs on the back of the door. It's just a lifesaver for travel, and it hangs on there, and these open from the top, so it's like having a little shelf set on the back of a hotel. So I was in Nashville last week and used the cootie out of my bag. I love it. It's right there. So that is a gift when you purchase any 4 sets, and you can see they're here tonight. Now I will text this to our guests after the party is over so that you can air print this to your printer and have a printed copy so that you can see it. But I do want to tell you about some built-in specials because like I said earlier, if it's free, it's for me. And I also like a discount when I'm shopping. I go straight to the clearance rack first every time. So that Timewise Repair set is the one that we talked about with the advanced signs of aging. That one's $225. But when you take off the Actually, when you buy it all separately, it retails at $256, but you get a $31 decrease on it. So that set winds up costing you $225. And that one would count as 4 sets. So if you got that set, you would get your roll-up bag as a gift. All right, and you can see off to the side what all the different gifty item things are. And I'm not going to go over it all because that would take forever. Now, the Ultimate Miracle Set comes with the cleanser, the moisturizer, the daytime defender, the nighttime recovery, and the eye cream that I showed you, but you don't have a sample of that. It is a cream that's designed to penetrate the tiny pores in the eye area because your moisturizer is not going to do that. And there are no oil glands in the eyes. Any oil we have on the eyes is coming from our face. So if you're worried about fine lines and wrinkles in the eye area, you want to use a quality eye cream. And that set retails at $166 when you purchase everything separately, but you can see here the price point on that is $150, and you do get a $16 price break on it. There are 3 other sets here that have a price break. One is the clear proof set. It retails at $74, but you do get a price break on that of $18, so it winds up being $56. And then you'll see down there the microdermabrasion set number 8. That retails at $64 if you buy the 2 products separately, but if you buy the set, you do get it at $58, so that's a $6 savings. And then the satin set, I talked about satin lips, but I did not talk about satin hands. Anytime weather is cold, you got to have a set of satin hands to help your hands. And that is a 3-piece set that just restores your hands and makes them feel so much better. And that set retails at $66. So you get a $2 price break when you get both of those. So those are my specials and my fun things. I feel like people can read, so y'all can look at this. Princess, you get 2 sets and you get a booster of your choice at half off. I didn't even talk about our boosters. I love, love, love our boosters. You'll see them there in set number 6. We have 4 different ones. They have 4 different functions. 1 hydrates, 1 brightens, 1 resurfaces, and 1 works on wrinkles. So whatever you're wanting to boost in your skincare, we can actually add in a booster for that. My personal booster of choice is the Ferulic and Niacinamide Brightener. It evened out my skin tone and lightened it up and took about 10 years off my face. I am fully sold on our brightener. It works great. And there at the very, very bottom of this, you'll see our starting up process. We have 2 different ways to start. You can either start if you're like, oh, I do want to be a consultant. That sounds great. $35 is your starter kit for your eStart. That would give you access to the Mary Kay. That gives you a consultant number. It gets you some samples. It gets you a Mary Kay website. It gets you signed up, and it's $35. If you want to add the products, you get the full size miracle set in there. You get 5 of our CC creams, which is a tinted moisturizer. You get the oil for eye makeup remover, a mascara, and the kit's $90. And so for $125, you can add that, you would add the kit into that if you want that. And honestly, the miracle set's in there, and it's cheaper to become a consultant than it is to purchase the products from me. So there is that option. So there's 3 ways to get started with your Mary Kay tonight. Number 1, of course, you can purchase your products at full price. Yay! And isn't it good to know we take MasterCard, Visa, good checks, bad checks? I used to say that for 30 years. Nobody pays in a check anymore. I take Venmo, Zelle. I have Cash Apps. We'll figure it out. Whatever works best for you, we'll figure it out. And if you're like, oh, my budget's a little tight, Laura, I don't know if I can do all this today, but I really do want to get started on it, then absolutely we can, there's Klarna out there, there's Affirm, there's different things that you can do so that we can get you started on your skincare and you can get the products that you want that you would use in your bathroom. So the second way you can get your Mary Kay is to have a party, become a hostess. Now, I do parties virtually. I do them on Messenger. That's a fun one. If you're like, oh, girl, my friends are too busy, we can do a Messenger party off of Facebook. You do it on Messenger, and I do all the posts. It's a lot of fun because I give away a lot of free product at that party. I can do parties in person. Love doing that. Do them on Zoom, do them on Facebook in a Facebook group, however works for you. That's what we do. People are busy, and I love talking about the product, so we can have a party and have some fun. But as a hostess, you get free product. I said free. So if you're like, ooh, I need all of it, but my budget won't afford all of it, let's do a party. Let's work on getting you $100 in free product. And then, of course, the third way, the easy way, the best way is to, of course, become an independent beauty consultant. And then you get all this cool stuff that I'm getting ready to share with you in your starter kit, and you can get started. So yay, there's that way to start. All right, finally, we're going to finish our hashtag party board. So at the bottom where it says yes or no, number one question is, can I be your Mary Kay girl? If it's yes, put yes. If it's no, put no. If you already have a Mary Kay person, that's okay. We want to send you back to her, absolutely. But I would love to be your Mary Kay girl. If you would love to get some products, if you're like, oh my gosh, I fell in love with everything, I want all of it, it's going to take, I'll figure it out. We'll work on it together. That's my job, is to help you get what you want and that you fall in love with. Number two, free or me. So when we get together for that second appointment that I told you about, because if you fell in love with the skincare and you're like, I want skincare, we're going to get together for a second appointment. Would you want to do that by yourself and just for me? Or would you want to get some products for free and share that with a friend? Just circle whichever one you're leaning toward. And number three, additional info or no. After hearing my story, would you be interested in giving me your honest opinion of what Mary Kay has to offer women today and get a little information about our company? Or no, thank you. It's just not for you. Just let me know. I want to know if you're interested or not. So, and hashtag if you are interested, yay. And if not, it's okay. So nobody's going to chase you down. All right. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you for watching this video. And I appreciate your being here. I thank you for watching this. And I'm going to stop the recording so I can talk to my guests that are in this class. So thanks for watching the video.